Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, legends. Welcome to the Loot Lounge podcast, episode 4. So today we have some very, very special guests, which I'm really excited to announce very shortly. But before we do, make sure to get yourselves comfortable, grab some snacks, because today we're going to be talking about creating a viral TikTok moment and hearing the content creating journeys from our lovely guests. As always, I'm joined by my amazing co-hosts. So we have Ben.
Hello.
And of course we have Purex as well.
Hello.
Alrighty, so that's enough of me talking. So let's get on to introducing our guests. So first up, we have the queen of Fortnite, Keep Up Radio.
Hello, Clout. Thanks for having me.
Yes!
I love it.
Yes.
We wanted that. We were like, I wonder if she'll do it. Let's go. We have the CEO of Knowing Her Fortnite Skins, Littlest Snail.
Yes, I know every Fortnite skin, and I will say them correctly with no mistakes.
As we've seen by her TikTok, she's very accurate with her Fortnite skins.
Yes, it's my claim to fame.
Yeah. So how are you guys going today?
I'm doing
Doing
fabulous.
great.
Happy to be
Yeah.
here.
So happy.
Awesome. All right.
That's
So, do you guys have anything you want to sort of say or do before we get started into some mini games?
I already said clout, so I'm good. Thank you.
I already heard Whitney say Clout, so I'm good as well.
So I think we're all pretty much content now that we heard Whitney say clout. So,
Yes.
all right. So I'm going to pull up one of the mini games we'll do. This is just kind of like a bit of a warm up, just to get everyone sort of warmed up and excited for the podcast. So, all right. So Whitney, what we're going to be doing is something called Turbo Trivia. So you're going to have 30 seconds to answer. It's kind of like just some general knowledge questions. Some might be a little bit harder than
God.
others. So if you get them right or
I'm nervous.
if you get them right or incorrect, it doesn't matter. Like it's just for a bit of
Okay.
fun. All right. So
Okay.
warm up, do your stretches, get ready for the marathon.
I'm stretching. I got arm cross over the head. All right, I'm good to go. Set up straight
Alrighty.
here.
So we've got 30 seconds starting now. What color is the Fortnite storm?
Purple.
What season did Peely come out?
Oh, season 3?
Season 8, chapter 1.
Okay.
How many players start in the battle royale match? Well, I meant to.
100.
How much does Fortnite cost?
It's free to play unless you're getting Save the World.
Ooh, I like that. What POI was destroyed by media in season 4, chapter 1?
Oh, was it Dusty Depot?
Yes, let's go. What 3 materials can you use to build structures?
Wood, brick, and metal.
Awesome, time's up. That was good. You only got one of them wrong. So that was awesome.
Hey!
Yeah.
I actually feel really good. I did not. I did not know what to expect, but I'm gonna clap for myself because I'm proud of me.
Yeah. All right, so
I
Snail.
love that you knew the Dusty Depot one. Okay, I'm new to Fortnite compared to Whitney, so I did not know some of those. I was impressed.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm actually kind of shocked you got the Dusty one because I didn't think you would, to be honest. So that was really good.
Yeah, I've been actually playing Fortnite since season 2. But like I always tell people, I started like understanding the Fortnite storyline and the lore chapter 2, season 6. But I do remember Dusty Depot because that was just my favorite place for me and my husband and our friends to land. Because one time we were playing Phil and this kid came into our game and he's like, I'm landing Dusty Depot, and we're like, that's not how you
Oh my
say
God.
it. So we'd be like, oh, we're landing Dusty Depot, like as a joke, but then it became like an iconic area for me and my friends. So when it got destroyed and it was Dusty Divot, I was very upset.
I love that.
Yeah.
You just see the
That's so
trailer, the media just comes and just destroys it. You just start crying.
Yeah. Yep. I'm still recovering, honestly.
Yeah. All these years and it's still in your memory.
Yep.
All right, so for Snail, Purex has got one for you. So usually I was going to do it, but we're just trying to share the load a little bit. So it's
love it.
called Loot It Up. So basically what it is, it's kind of like a would you rather. So Purex is just going to throw a couple of would you rather questions at you, and you have 30 seconds as well. All right. So Purex,
Okay,
so you ready
okay.
to go?
I am so ready.
Are you ready, Snail?
Yes, we got this, Purex. We can
Yeah,
do
we got
it.
this, Snail. We can do it.
Alrighty, 3, 2, 1, go.
Corn or coconut?
Corn. Oh no, that's
Tactical
not
pistol or
coconut.
flintlock?
Tactical pistol.
Shockwave or impulse grenades?
Shockwave.
The mech or the UFOs?
UFOs.
Drum gun or LMG?
LMG.
The katana or the boomerang?
Katana.
Firefly jar or wasps?
Wasps.
Flare gun or tracker pistol?
Flare gun.
Storm flip or shield bubble?
Shield bubble.
Time up.
Revolver or 6-shooter? Oh.
No, you can answer that one. It's all good.
Stormtrooper
Revolver.
yeah, revolver. Yeah.
Snail, what made you choose the UFOs? Is it because you hate the mechs?
Because I've never played with the mechs.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Wait,
But I've
really?
heard so yeah, because I started in chapter 2, season 2.
Oh, I mean, they came back in season 8 or was it
Oh
season
yeah,
7?
like the Iron Man ones. Were they as bad as the original one?
Nah, they were a lot better, actually.
Because I just remember like everyone talks about how they quit Fortnite in season X because of the mechs. So I thought there's no way I can say that choice.
True.
I will get destroyed in the comments.
Yeah, I
But
kind
I
of,
did
I
actually.
liked them.
Did you really?
Yeah, like
love
I remember,
mechs.
I remember when Season X launched. Like a group of friends and that, we were hiding in Dusty Depot because like it came back after the media like didn't hit it, and like we were all hiding, and just the fear of like seeing if the mechs were gonna like trample on us. I don't know. I kind of liked it.
He loved
A little
the
element of
fear
I love the fear.
Bro, love being stepped on.
But then when we
Okay,
did
I
get,
think-
when we lost the Vic Royale because of it, then it was kind of sad. But then when you were in the opposite way and you were actually in the mech and you won, it was so good.
Yeah. The thing I liked about the UFOs was that you could go on there with your friends and emote while it was
Yes,
going across
yes,
the map. Like, I actually truly loved that. I was not sweaty at all back in whatever that season was, so I just loved emoting up in the sky with my friends
It was so
and
good.
carrying
I also
enemies
prefer
around
the
in
UFOs,
the beam.
to be fair.
I remember you do like the little
Yeah.
traversal one, like some of the little car ones or on the lawnmowers and stuff, and then like you'd pick them up and it's like you're just riding through the air.
Yes. Yes.
Loved
Cute.
it.
Adorable.
All right, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to introduce you guys. So we'll start with Whitney, then we'll do Snail. So Whitney, like, what made you want to start playing Fortnite? How did you start playing Fortnite? And then sort of just a little bit of how you started getting into content creation.
Yeah, so I've loved video games for like as long as I can remember, like from playing Snake on my dad's like Nokia phone that wasn't even in color to like getting into RuneScape, and then I was like League of Legends. So I've done a lot of gaming. Minecraft was probably the last game I played a lot before Fortnite came out, and I would do Minecraft Hunger Games, which are very similar to Battle Royale Fortnite games.
Yeah.
And so my husband was like, you have to try this new game. It's called Fortnite. It's like Minecraft Hunger Games, but like better. And I was like, okay. And so we played and I was like hooked. And it correlated right to when I had graduated college. So I wasn't like needing to study anymore. And when I get home from work at 5, I was like, what do I do? And I would just play Fortnite for like hours. And it was so fun. And it like brought me and my like old high school squad back together for gaming. And it was just amazing. And then as I started to grow on social media, on TikTok, that was the first platform I got active on, under the Keep Up Radio brand. I was like, okay, I'm growing, but like I need to diversify my platforms. That's like so important as the creator. Don't put your eggs in one basket, like literally ever. And so I was like, I'm gonna start streaming because at the time I was still working full time, and I was like, I think I can bring my audience over to Twitch and stream like 2 hours after work every day. Like I was nervous to try and do YouTube because I was like, that's a lot of investment in editing and stuff like that. And I'm already working a full-time job. So I'll just
Yeah.
stream for 2 hours after work. It'll be fun. And I had some other viral moments that like some OG keepers might remember, but some people might not know. But it led to me going like very like viral, I guess, on Twitch, where I just had like legitimately like 2,000 people watching me on
Oh,
stream.
wow.
And yeah, I've never hit those numbers ever again. But at the time, I was going so viral on TikTok. That's how many people came over to Twitch to watch me lag on stream, mind you. It was a moment. But yeah, and then after that, I just kept it going. And I love streaming. I love talking to my viewers. It's like my favorite thing in the entire world. And the rest is history. I'm now the queen of Fortnite, self-proclaimed, and I love what I do. And I love singing and rapping about Fortnite.
I love it.
That's amazing.
I
That's
love it so
amazing.
much.
Thank you.
What about you, Snail?
Well, like Whitney, I also always loved video games, like from a young age. I remember playing like a Mickey Mouse game on the computer, like
Oh.
a math game or something. And then like, but none of them were shooter games. Like at that time, I think things are changing now, but back when I was a kid, girls just didn't play shooter games. It would be so weird if I
Yeah.
was to pick up the controller with my brother while he was playing Halo or Call of Duty. Like it just would not happen. So I never thought I would like a shooter game. I just thought it would be like really repetitive and everything. So I played like Dance Dance Revolution. I am a cracked at Dance Dance Revolution. There should be an FNCS of
Oh, yeah.
Dance Dance Revolution, and I will be there.
That'd be iconic.
Yeah.
There probably is, and I probably missed it. It's
We need to get Snail on that.
yeah. I loved Mario, and then when I started dating my husband, he introduced me to Skyrim,
Ooh.
which is a fantasy RPG. Everyone knows it, and I got so hooked. That was like my adult moment, getting reintroduced to gaming, like after college, after university, and I became a Skyrim girly. Like if I had free time, Skyrim.
Yeah.
I was going in those dungeons and finding those skeletons and getting my Daedric armor, and like I was really into it. So Christmas, right before COVID started, I got a gaming PC, and I was so proud of myself. I was like, this is a little nerdy for me to have a gaming PC, but I really want to play Skyrim with better graphics. So we got it. Immediately COVID starts. My job,
no.
I was so extroverted, and I had a professional job at the time that involved talking to people all the time.
Yeah.
My job goes away temporarily, so I'm at home all the time with nothing to do, and I don't want to play Skyrim because I don't want to talk to myself or no one. So I download Fortnite as a joke in 2020, and I instantly love it. Like literally instantly love it. I was laughing so hard. I love the element of like talking to random people. That's still what keeps me playing Fortnite all the time is talking to random people. Yeah, I really did not care about being good at the game at all until like 7 months ago.
And now she's a pro.
So, like,
She's sweat.
no. No. I am improving a lot though, but like I really only cared about making funny content and talking to people because there's so much there for the casual player base.
Yeah.
And most people who play Fortnite are fully casuals. Like if there's 90 million people who play every month, 90 million of those people are casuals and like 500,000 aren't. I don't know. It's crazy.
Wow.
It's such a good casual game. Yeah, so that's how I got into Fortnite.
I was
My games were casual.
Yeah. Mine are because I'm a bit of a bot. So. I like that style because I'd said it in like a recent podcast as well that I was kind of into the more realistic style games, so like Call of Duty, and then like PUBG came out and stuff. So I was playing all that. And I remember like I was at school and stuff, and one of my friends, he was like, "Oh, have you heard about Fortnite?" I was like, "Oh," because I saw a couple of trailers and stuff about it. And I was like, "Oh no, I'm not going to play it just because it seems a bit cartoony for me. I'd rather play like PUBG," because at the time it was kind of either PUBG or Fortnite. So I was playing PUBG quite a lot, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. So I moved over and started playing it for a little bit, and then I was instantly hooked, just like you were. I played it for about, I'd say, a couple of weeks, and then we had like exams and stuff at school, so I stopped playing it. And then I just kind of forgot about it for a little bit. And then for one of my birthdays, I got like a Xbox voucher, and it was around the time of Chapter 1, Season 7. So I got on, and I was, one of my friends who was like, "Oh, just, play Fortnite again, start it up again." I was like, all right. So I got on, and then I bought the Battle Pass, and that Battle Pass for me was like the key moment just for me being hooked. So ever since that, I've just been playing Fortnite.
Nice.
But yeah.
The Battle Pass got
that.
you.
It did. It literally did. Yeah. That was like the main reason. But yeah. Let's sort of, when did you guys sort of pick up the time to start posting Fortnite content? So like what made you think, okay, I'm going to start trying to make content out of Fortnite?
Yeah, for me, I had, like I said, been active on TikTok. I actually started out doing celebrity news and fun fact videos, and then I was doing music trivia. And that I say my TikTok's been like 3 chapters. So when I started doing music trivia, people would like make fun of my karaoke videos or whatever. And so then I was like, oh, I'm going to respond to them with like a rap, but like clap back. And so then I was like doing like rap responses on TikTok for a while. But then it was like, it got like not fun waiting for people to be mean to me to make a rap response. And then also people realized if they did that I would. So it just prompted a lot more negative comments, which I'm used to, but it was like, I don't feel like this is like healthy to maintain just waiting for somebody to talk crap about me so I can like make a diss. So I was like, well, maybe I'll combine my love of like the rapping and the singing with Fortnite, since like I had already started streaming on the side, even though like on TikTok I wasn't branding myself as like a gamer, just because I had the audience and the eyes. And like August 2 years ago now, I think I'm coming up on 2 years in August, is when I decided I'm gonna just start calling myself the queen of Fortnite and make songs and raps about Fortnite.
love
And
that.
then yeah.
Amazing.
So good.
I love how you use like some of the hate to kind of like to make content off of it, then also to combat that hate by turning into like songs and that. And I think that's like
Yeah,
when
like
I
motivation.
first, yeah, exactly. And that's where I think that's when I first started seeing you. I was singing, okay, I like your vibes, how you're doing this. Like you're just showing the haters, like
Oh,
just
thank
to
you.
just rack off haters, and yeah, and you're making the content out of it. So,
Yes.
and it's very unique too.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just think like I think people are like way too quick to be like judgmental on social media
Definitely.
at times. It's like somebody's just like having fun and you're like, that's cringe or that sucked or whatever. And I'm like, there's like so many things I could be making content about that are negative or like not impacting society positively. But I'm like, I'm singing about Fortnite. Like if you're gonna get all bent out of shape over that, like oh my God,
Yeah.
like, I'm very confident in what I put out. And so I'm like, I'm not hurting anybody. So if somebody thinks that's cringe, well, that's okay. I say thank you for the views and thank you for the engagement because that's how I continue to grow anyway. So that's how I think
That's
about
awesome. Yeah, I love that. That's really good. What about you, Snail? What sort of got you into just creating that key moment? Because I know there's a couple of key moments for you. So
Yeah. Well, okay. I think there's something that separates me from a lot of creators in that I did not set out to be a creator. Like I never thought I want to be in Fortnite. Like I just like loved the funny moments that I had in Fortnite so much during the first like 7 months that I played Fortnite before making content. I just played it every single day. And so many funny things happened to me, like laughter, like everyone in the squad laughing hysterically. And every time I was like, I wish other people could see this. Like, does this happen to everyone? Like, are these crazy things happening to me? And no one has ever seen this before? And like, probably not. But at the time, it felt like so special and funny. And yeah, there over the months of playing it, I was like, I know how to edit videos. I've edited many videos before, and I think I could make YouTube videos just for me and just for like anyone who stumbles across them. So I randomly did in 2020, at the very end of 2020, I think November. I uploaded a video on YouTube. It was a friend request challenge, Renegade Raider versus a girl. So me and my friend, who was a Renegade Raider YouTuber, we went into all these random matches and we tried to win, and we tried to get our teammates to send us friend requests and to see like who got more, me just for being a girl or him for being a Renegade Raider. And I will say someone won, and she's very happy about it.
love it.
But yeah, I guess like after I made that video, I was like, it was just so fun. I never expected like that video. When you start, you don't go crazy viral most of the time. I did get really lucky though to go viral early, like way too early. My first viral moment, I posted a video about playing with all girls, girl squad, and you can imagine that the classic. So all of Whitney's haters, they're my haters too. Just
You hear that, haters?
we share a hater base.
We share a hater base.
Yes. And I'm so proud to share it with you. There's no one I'd rather share it with.
Likewise.
Aw,
No,
so
I
wholesome,
wouldn't
I love
rather
it.
share anything with anyone else, honestly.
You make me cry,
Yeah.
guys. Stop.
Send me all your haters. No, I posted this video saying like we're gonna dominate the lobby with these as a girl squad, like just like really overplaying being girly and stupid and like friendly and fun. And they hated it. They hated it on TikTok. It was one of my first
Really?
TikToks. Yeah, I had no followers, but like instantly got to 10,000 followers just like in one day from that because the haters were driving it up the For You page. They went crazy with it. And I used that momentum to grow like all my socials a little bit. And then I went really viral with a kid yelled at me saying, "Shut your pasty chicken
Yes,
bone."
love it. Yeah.
Yes. So that became a real trend that was outside of Fortnite. And
Oh god.
I heard people saying it. I literally heard people saying it in real life.
Really?
And I heard kids saying it. Yeah, it was crazy. But then, like, I remember one time I like heard someone talking about it in real life, and I I tried to tell them like that came from my YouTube video, like someone in real life, and they were like, no, there's no way. It was just like
That'd
so
be so
unbelievable.
cool, yeah.
Yeah. Um. Anyway, and then I just like kept trucking along. I started really understanding how to make shorts and how to like do storytelling well within 30-second videos, which is I think the biggest challenge of shorts and the most important
Yeah.
part of making a viral video. And then I thought like, oh, I went viral with the shut your pasty chicken bone thing. I'm never gonna have that big break again. But I was wrong because I had it again.
Very wrong.
And it can happen again. It can happen like every week. That's the thing about social media is like that's never true. You could always go viral again, like literally always.
Exactly.
And Whitney's a good example of that too. So I started my like little skin troll videos of where I said,
I love
A
those
lot of
videos so
fun.
much, by the way. They're so
Thank
good.
you.
They're actually amazing.
My first one was a lot of Fortnite players are confused with the little boy cartoon skin. So I looked into it and it was about Naruto, but I called him
love
it so
Naruto. And
Yeah. It's so good.
every thank you. It like enraged the anime community because they didn't realize it was a joke. Some of them. I think most people did because it was getting a lot of likes, which is a good sign that people understood. But like, there are 25,000 hate comments on that. Like literally,
Oh my god.
25,000 hate comments.
Jesus
Every-
Christ.
Yeah, and I found something that works, and I probably do one of those a month. But most of my videos are not skin troll videos. But that doesn't stop people from asking me to say "little sticky boy" every day. Yeah.
I was gonna say that today, but I just held myself back. So.
Little sticky boy.
Oh, God.
I like saying it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's a fun name.
That is cool.
Yeah, it's
I
better
love
than
that.
Spider-Man, in my opinion. Honestly,
Oh, I'm right.
they
Big
should.
improvement.
They should rename Spider-Man Little Sticky Boy. That would be way better.
Probably.
They absolutely should. They should.
Yeah.
I'll let them know.
You see like a little hot fix and the Spider-Man's name's crossed out. It's like little sticky boy. Oh, that's so cool. I find it very interesting how you were talking about like the hate and stuff and how you like kind of dealt with that a bit, because I was talking to somebody at work the other day because he came across my podcast and that, and we were sort of on the topic about hate with some things, but he was saying like in order to grow sometimes you actually need that hate to come through, because with them commenting and hating on your posts, they're going to sort of boost the algorithm a bit more, and then it's going to put it out to other people. Or they could like go into a Discord and say, oh, did you see this person's TikTok? It's crap or horrible or whatever. But somebody in that group might think, oh, it's actually pretty good. So it's recommended to another person. And then it's kind of like a bit of a chain reaction. So I feel like hate's good in some way. I know it's hard to deal with in some way, shape or form, but it can also be a positive as well.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone that creates that doesn't get any kind of hate, or at least I haven't met them yet. I feel like it's just a part of the process of like I can remember an era in my TikTok. It might have been like when I was at 21,000 where I was like, oh, it just feels good. Everybody loves me. Like, it's so fun. And then kind of after that is when I was like, oh, like, okay, this is where I cross over into the territory where it's not just only people who like just like my videos. It's gonna get like more of a mix. But I think the haters are always like louder than the good. Like, I think sometimes when people talk to me about my videos, like the first question they ask me is like, how do you deal with the hate? And it's kind of like, I know that that's like a valid question because I do know I get so many hate comments, and sometimes I'm like, oh my God, does this look like worse to other people than it is to me? Or do I just like not really care, whatever the reasoning is? But I think to other people, it looks worse than it's ever made me feel, which is kind of interesting. But I think maybe that's also just a part of my process of like, I just want it so bad, it being like the success and like having fun with Fortnite, that like I'm not letting somebody online with no PFP and no content tell me.
Oh yeah,
The classics.
it's always the no PFP people.
No PFP, no content, trying to tell me A, B, C, and D. I'm like, get out of here.
I totally agree with that. And I kind of like picture all my haters as like the same like amorphous blob. Like they all sound the same. They all look the same with no profile picture.
Yep.
But also like you're so right. They are so loud, and there's so many people who watch a video, they like it, they just leave a like. If you like a video, or if you're just neutral or like slightly like it, you're not going to leave a comment. you're gonna leave a comment if you slightly dislike it, or you
Yeah.
hate it,
Yeah.
or you
Or you
love
love
it
it.
more than anything you've
Yeah.
ever seen. So like that perspective helped me like really treasure the positive comments I get. And also I actually do love my haters. Like I truly do. I wish them the best. I and I
You hear
want
that,
them
haters?
to
Keep hating.
You listen to
and
that.
watch all my videos. Watch them 5 times. Watch all my videos, haters. And
Yep.
and look at the views. Look
Get
at
those
the-
views up.
yeah, yeah. But there's actually been so many times. I took it hard at first when I got a lot of haters, because the haters for me are all like sexist based, and so many of my comments are just like woman with the teacup emoji.
Oh
like
my
that.
god, yeah.
Really?
Yes, and even if it's just a normal video, like I'm like an informative video about some new skins. Woman, yes,
Bruh.
you're right. I'm a woman.
I am.
You got it.
Thanks for
You're
pointing out the
so
obvious.
smart.
Congrats on getting that right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes people are like, I don't know, they'll leave like a generic mean comment like, I hate her voice, or she is stupid. She sucks. I'll just like leave a nice reply. I used to do this every day. I stopped because it's too time consuming, but I would leave a nice reply like, "Oh, I'm sorry you don't like my voice, but I hope you have a great day." Like a little bit sarcastic, but also
Yeah.
like kind of
Aw.
nice.
I
And
love that.
almost every time, a reply comes back and a follow comes, and they say like,
Oh.
"I'm so sorry," or they say, "My little brother was on my account."
Oh, the
I'm
typical
back on my
excuse.
account now.
The typical
Yeah.
excuse.
Yeah. Or
typical
I was
excuse.
just joking. They're
Right.
yeah, and they might actually be slightly joking, and that helped me too deal with the huge wave
Yeah.
of hate that comes as a especially female Fortnite content creator. Like
Mhm.
they don't really care that much. A couple of them might actually care, but most of them they just want to get attention
They do.
from us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think another thing that helps me too is like a lot of the people that are doing that are like younger. So sometimes I remind myself like they're like, not that that's an excuse to be
Yeah.
not nice, because I
Mhm.
was not doing that as a kid, but like they are kids, and like sometimes kids like fall in line to peer pressure, and they're like, I want to feel
Yeah.
cool and I want to get likes, so I'm gonna say something mean to get those likes. Or maybe they just like have something else going on in their life and they don't know how to deal with it yet, and they're projecting. And I'm like, I know for some people I'm like SpongeBob on the TV. Like they have not humanized me in any way. They don't know me. And it's similar to Snail. Like there have been times
Yeah.
where people will say something, and I used to do the same. I'd be like, hey, like hope you have a good day. Like I would simply just put something nice back.
Yeah.
Almost every single time. Oh my god, just kidding. Oh my god, somebody stole my phone. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
no hate though. Blah blah blah.
The same
Like it
excuses,
happens. Yeah. Or even when I'm live sometimes too, like people will really try to come in and be like, oh, like you fell off or blah blah blah. And I'm like, all right, like if me streaming at 8 a.m. with 300 people watching me is falling off, then I'm fell off and I'm okay with it. Like, because what's the ladder of like nobody, and it's either like crickets or they're like, oh, I was just kidding. And then I'll be like, okay, don't gaslight me, because you weren't. I don't think you were. And if you were, I'll forgive you. But I think it is like about kind of taking control of like how you react,
Yeah,
because
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
it's, I think for me, that's something that I do want to be very like apparent with my brand, because so much more than just like playing Fortnite and stuff, I feel like what I've done shows like you really don't have to let haters stop you from having a good time. And I try
Yeah.
to show that in every aspect of like, I'm still making videos, I still go live, I could have a bajillion people in my live stream saying nasty things, I'm still there, I'm still having a good time, I get through it and I do it again the next day, because I love what I do more than any hate comment that could come
That's
through.
good.
Yeah, you just gotta have the positivity. That's all that matters.
That's right.
And I feel like there are a
Yeah.
group of people, not saying it's wrong or anything, but there are a group of people that do let the hate get to them too much as well, which with certain people it can, like people have different tolerance levels. But like, I think what defines it sometimes is kind of ignoring that hate or using that hate to make content out of it, which is kind of what you guys do in a way. And
Yeah,
that's kind of
yeah.
like your next step over the fence just to a greater success, is trying to push those haters away and just sort of focus on the people that actually love and enjoy your content.
Reply to your hate comments. If that's a tip. If you're watching and you're like, I want to make a viral TikTok, find a hate comment and
Yeah.
reply to it.
Yeah.
Like literally like make a video replying to it, because people love controversy like that. And it's very light controversy
It is, yeah.
to show a hate comment, but like people will be like intrigued, like, oh,
That's
what's
how
gonna happen
Clout came to
next?
be, is like me
Yeah.
responding to a hate comment.
Yeah.
It does work.
I love talking about hate because I feel like hate is such a big thing in the community. And it can be a big deterrent as well. So being able to hear other people and other creators talk about hate and how they deal with it could be pretty inspiring as well, because people are, oh, so this is how Whitney or Snail sort of deals with the hate. Let's find our own way to combat the hate, and then in order to be more successful in the future. So it is good hearing different opinions and how people deal with stuff like that.
Slay.
Yeah, slay.
Slay. I love it. So when you guys so obviously we're talking about viral moments, and so for Snail and Whitney, when you guys made, well, obviously you didn't know it was going to become a viral moment, but in your head, did you kind of think oh, this is a very unique video idea, I think it might do well, or were you just completely oblivious and just did not know a single thing that it could potentially be one of your biggest videos?
Every video that is blown up, I never knew was
Yeah.
gonna be the biggest video. I mean, my Clout video, like I said, was me responding to a hate comment, and I just remember having fun. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna get this one, because the comment was like, "Oh, your boyfriend lets you post this online? How embarrassing!" I said, "Oh, I'm about to tell you A, B, C, and D in rap form," and I was just so excited to be able to flex my pen that was what I was more focused on. And then when I saw I was going viral, I was like, "Oh, what did I do?" I didn't, I had not foreseen. And then Clout came to be from that too. And then, or the Play Fortnite with me, or the Tilted Tower dance, Play Fortnite with me. I remember waking up that morning. That video has 15 million views. I remember waking up and I was
Jesus.
I was defeated. I was like, here we go again. I haven't had a crazy moment quite yet. Well, I'll make this video, I guess. And it was I don't understand, kid, why you just can't play Fortnite with me. And so I posted it, and it actually sat for a month. At
Really?
Oh,
a
wow.
thousand
Oh,
likes.
whoa.
A whole month. So
Whoa.
don't delete your videos, because
Wow.
I'm not, it sat for a whole month. It had no more than, at most, maybe 5,000 likes at most within that month. And I'm home for Christmas. All of a sudden, it's blowing up. Everybody's
Wow.
duetting it. It's on a Sniper Wolf video. It's in this video. It's up. And it sat for a month. And I was like, all I said was play Fortnite with me, Clout. I don't, okay. But I had no idea that was going to happen. It was just another video. And the thing that really gets me is it did sit for a whole month until it blew up. So you
Wow.
just
So
never
don't
know
delete your
who's
videos, guys. If you're listening, keep those videos up.
not.
Don't second guess yourself.
'em
Just
up.
keep them up. Yeah. Wow.
It's so
Yeah.
weird how it's always the unexpected content that blows up, and you just never can tell what's gonna go viral and what's not gonna go viral. So it's a bit weird.
Yeah.
And it can be so simple
Yeah.
as well. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Literally. Sometimes it really is. Don't
Yeah.
overthink it. Have a good time. That's my main focus with every piece of content. I try to have fun, and I try to remind myself oh, I enjoyed the writing process. I enjoyed the filming and all this stuff. And so no matter how it does, at least I had the fun moment of having the idea and being able to execute on it. So,
Yeah.
One thing I always try and think of is as long as, like you said, Winnie, as long as you're enjoying the process and you're happy with the content you produce, that's all that matters. I feel like sometimes it can be a bit of a toxic trait saying, oh, I want to try and do this video to get this set amount of views. At the end of the day, just post it and enjoy it and do what you love, and it will be successful one day.
100% agree.
Yeah. I do feel pressure to get a certain number of views on every single video at this point.
Yeah.
But when I was new, I did not care that much about views, and it was a nice time. If you're a new content creator, experiment, post lots of different types of videos, really work on the flow of the video, and don't worry too much about the views until you're a full-time content creator and you need to maintain some high views for the brands and stuff.
Yeah.
But until then, it's just should be fun. I think my viral expectations, though, I'm kind of the opposite of Whitney for once. I almost every video that has gone truly viral for me, I knew that it had potential to do that. I crafted it to do that. Little boy cartoon skin, Naruto, I knew that could go crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't think that it would go that crazy. But I really, really wanted it to. And I made lots of decisions in that video to make it viral. And every single other video, except for recently, very recently, I had a video that I thought was just a throwaway little post. It's me looking at Fortnite Skin's hands and saying fingernails.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
or no fingernails, because someone pointed out in my comments, a lot of Fortnite skins don't have fingernails.
That's
they have
true.
hot dog hands.
Little sausage
Yeah.
fingers.
But But some of them do. So I was intrigued. I was legitimately intrigued by this. I was like, "What? I need to go and find the funniest looking hands and make a video." But there's literally no words in it except for fingernails and no fingernails. It was the easiest video ever to make, and I thought like, hopefully it gets 50,000 views. It has millions of views on TikTok and YouTube, and it started a
Really?
trend for me. Yes,
Wow, I love that.
yes.
Oh my god.
Me too. I love it too because it's really easy to make those videos.
And
Isn't
when
it
they
so
blow
fun
up,
when you
so good as
can,
well.
yeah,
Yeah.
finding
Yeah,
finding something that's like simple and like but
yes.
warrants those results is like very cool.
Yes. And no one's copied it yet, which is like actually insane to me because everything I've ever done, someone else tries to do like exactly the same thing. But this one I've got on lock. No one else wants to take on fingernails.
I love it. It's
It's a
yours
single
now. You
old
own that.
yes. It's an embarrassing thing to own, but I got fingernails in Fortnite down.
It's such a weird concept that just goes
I know.
viral for no
It's
reason.
so weird.
I
It
love
is
that.
It's so
it's actually
weird.
so weird. It's so weird.
And there's people out there
Yeah.
that enjoy that kind of stuff too, so they're probably like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
piquing their interest." But like, it's just you were curious about it, and then you just did it just for fun, and it's amazing how it popped
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, and I think that's a good tip for content creators too. Like if there's something that legitimately intrigues you, like you feel that feeling where you're like, "Oh, I really wonder about this. I need to find out."
Yeah,
That is probably a good video because people love feeling intrigued. And if you can capture that in a very short, flashy video, it might go viral
that's
really
awesome.
easily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's too like there's so many videos I see where people are like, I had no idea this was gonna go viral. And I think at this point in time where we are with TikTok, I'm like, you have to expect that it could. And I
Mhm.
think
Yeah.
similar to what you were saying, Snail, like even though some of my videos pop off and I like didn't foresee it, there's a lot of them where I come at it from the approach of like, okay, like I know what works for my page. I know if I throw
Yeah.
this like bar in here, if I say I'm ranked unreal and then I'm gonna send you back to lobby, I know that's gonna get the people going. And
Yeah,
at this
yeah.
point, it's just a matter of like what resonates with the audience. Like I think for me, I know the way I write and the way I sing is consistent. And so it's kind of just like what song I picked that time or like maybe like what thought or bar that I thought of that time that maybe contributes to a viral moment. But I also have kind of um relieved myself of trying to create a viral moment because I don't know. I think for me it would get a little too much and I think I know I always say I've done it before so I can do it again. So that's kind of like my approach to it is like do it, have fun because I can't pick what the audience is going to like. They're kind of just going to like what they like
yeah.
because I stay consistent in like how I write and the topics I pick to choose too.
I have no words, honestly.
I'm speechless.
Left them speechless. Mic drop.
I have a question for both of you. So, not long or a couple months ago, you both got your own locker bundles, right? So,
I did.
Yes.
yeah,
Slay, we're amazing.
congrats by the way.
Congrats, guys. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it.
Thank you so
So-
much. Thank you.
So, what was it like getting your locker bundle in the game, and how did you choose the cosmetics for it?
It was amazing. I was like so happy and excited. I feel like it's such a high honor in the Fortnite community to get a locker bundle. So when I was reached out to, I was like, let's go, yay. And for as far as what I picked, like I tried to make mine very like true to me. So like I put Kyra in it because Kyra's my main. That's who I wear all the time. My little blonde green girly. She's the best. I put the dust brush your shoulders off emo, kind of just like talking about like, oh, the haters come in my comments, but I'm brushing my shoulders off. I'm gonna do me regardless. And then I picked
Yeah.
the amazing cube emote because my husband loves Rubik's cubes,
Oh,
and
I
so
like
I
that.
wanted to
Oh,
like
that's
pay
nice.
homage to
That's
him.
nice.
Yeah, he's been so supportive of me. We've been together since we were like 17, and I love him so
Aw.
much. I was like, I
Wow.
have to like pay tribute to you. Yeah, and then I put the gold and black wrap because gold and black, in addition to red, are my favorite colors. So that's why I put the melty gold wrap in there.
I love that
That's
because
amazing.
So I was very thoughtful with my picks.
yeah, a lot of people like they just see obviously the locker bundle in the shop and like, oh, okay, so it's Whitney's locker bundle, it's Snail's, but they don't realize the actual thought process and the meaning behind some of it. So I kind of
Yeah.
like hearing the
Mhm.
inside on it. That's cool.
Of course.
I didn't put anything in there for my husband, unfortunately. So
L.
Oh,
L, I'm an L creator, L wife. I know.
Get the hate comments going. Come on,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
make
yeah,
a song
yeah,
out of
yeah.
it.
No, I just I was so happy. I legitimately like got up from I was working. Like I was working full time. I had a professional job when I was offered this locker bundle.
Yep.
And actually a couple of days ago I was thinking like I think I know Candy Wing was also working, but I can't think of anyone else who was able to get a locker bundle while they had a full-time job and was doing content creator as a side hustle. Like
Yeah.
that I can't even believe I did that. Like
Nah,
I
congrats.
had
That's awesome.
I was doing 2 jobs basically. Yeah, thank you. But it was not healthy. It's too much. But anyway, getting the locker bundle was so exciting. Like I was like at work. I saw the email and I like legitimately like was stunned, like speechless.
I would have cried.
I wanted to throw my phone out the window. Like I was like, am I dreaming? And
Had to pinch yourself.
I didn't really know anyone who had a locker bundle. Like I was like, I think I'm gonna be the first person I know who has one. And that was so much pressure. I just thought like there's no way this is happening to me. Like that's crazy. And yeah, so then when I got it, it was like honestly one of the most exciting days. I cried on stream as a potato. I was wearing my potato
Aw.
filter and I like actually was crying. I was not expecting to cry. The little thing popped up in the item shop and it said the littlest snail and I was crying, like fully crying. Hundreds of people there.
Aw.
I didn't want to cry in front of them. I know Whitney cried too. I was watching
Yeah.
her when she read.
Yeah, hysterical. I'm always crying
yeah.
over something.
Yeah. I just my items are like the snail. There's the snail emote or little sticker that's in the game,
I
but
love
it was
that.
an exclusive, so you could never get it again. It was just like something they gave away in 2021 for free, and it was never supposed to come back. But I got them to put it in my bundle.
That's so lucky.
If you I know. I was so happy when I just thought it was. I asked kind of on a whim, like, "Is this possible?" And they're like, "We'll make it work." And I was like, "Okay, I love you." and then I have my heart pickaxe called Tat Axe, and then Starflare has been my main forever. Is my first skin I bought, and I just love how like confident and tall she looks, and she has a unique face and hair, and I just like her. And yeah, the snail back bling.
That's
That's
iconic.
the main thing.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So
yeah.
cute.
But also I just want to like recognize that I think me and Whitney were the 7th and 8th girls ever to get locker
Wow.
bundles.
Oh, really?
I love that. Yeah.
Yes, and two of the first short form creators. Like there weren't really like TikTokers getting
Mhm.
recognized very much by the game, and I just like it's kind of mind blowing that we achieved that. Like not to like toot our own horns, but like
Not
I
toot
did
'em.
not think that it could happen. I didn't think that it could happen to us because short form wasn't like respected as much as long form, but it is respected now, and
Yeah.
I really like that. Makes me happy to see,
And
and I'm
I
so
agree.
honored. Like honestly, so honored to be
Yeah.
to have that.
So honored. So honored.
It really helped. It helped. It like
It's like almost like a
everything.
legitimizing thing. Like
Yeah.
especially I know we kind of talked about this like on my Twitter like blew up after I got my
Oh my
locker
God,
bundle,
same.
and I think it just gives you this like almost like credibility of like this acknowledgement with it's like the next level up, I
Yes,
guess,
yep.
you know, like
Yeah.
so that's really cool.
Twitter loves locker bundles. Like
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't
I
know how
tell
many
people
thousands of followers I got from that, but it was crazy on Twitter.
Yeah, I tell people like LinkedIn for like Fortnite is Twitter. Like everybody's so active there in
Yes.
the
Yep.
Fortnite community.
Yes.
'Cause I was
Crazy.
not super active on Twitter until I worked with Fortnite for the Fortnite Flipped campaign, and
Yep.
they asked me to
Oh,
post
yeah.
on Twitter, and I gained like thousands of followers from that one post, and I was like, oh my god, I had no idea so many people from Fortnite were here on Twitter. So yeah, that's it. It was really cool and fun.
That's awesome. I love it because it's hearing you guys and smaller creators and stuff like and like short creators and that get like locker bundles is very inspiring because it kind of shows that there is a chance for people that are aspiring to become a creator. They have the chance to be able to get that too. So when Fortnite reaches out to a wider variety of people, it just gives that bit of hope in the community. And I like that. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. It's awesome. Another thing I wanted to ask you guys as well is I'm not sure, I can't really remember if yours did. How do you guys, what do you guys think about like locker bundles being leaked? Do you feel like that's unfair, or do you think, yeah, how do you feel about it?
Mine got leaked.
Oh, I did.
Mine
Oh,
got leaked so
no.
early. Yep. And
Wait, how are
I'm over a week before, so we weren't.
Oh
I wasn't
no.
supposed
Oh.
to. Yeah. But however, I know other people really, really don't like when it got leaked, and mine got leaked at like 4 a.m.
Oh yeah.
So I was sleeping, and I got up at 7 a.m. because at the time I like had a job, had to go to work, and I had thousands of notifications, and because people saw my combo, it doesn't when it gets leaked, it doesn't say your name, it just says what's gonna be in it, but like everyone knew it was me because I had a snail in it. So who else would? And so it was exciting though. Other people, I would say, I hopefully there's some sort of stop that can be put to it because I think most people don't like it when it gets leaked. But it was actually really great for me because I was able to really hype it up and put a lot of momentum behind it. And on Twitter, I had a lot of momentum. Like it went really, really crazy. I think, yeah, someone told me that my locker bundle announcement was the second most liked.
Oh wow.
Like next
Really?
to, yes, which sounds crazy and insane, but I think it's because I was like the first TikToker to get one, so people were like, "What?" And I was the first one to have like an exclusive like sticker emoji thing.
I like how you
And
use that to
because
your
it was
advantage.
leaked.
That was cool.
Yeah. So it was like it was like just so overwhelming making content for that, but it was a huge advantage to me that it was leaked. I think. I don't know. I was also like so overwhelmed because I woke up and I was like, I was not expecting to have to do this today.
All these
But
emotions.
here we go. Yeah. Yeah. But I wouldn't change anything, to be honest.
That's good, yeah. I like how you use that to your advantage and try and hype up the community even more. And I also love how people saw it and just knew it was yours. Like, I saw it getting leaked, and I try not to, I don't post that kind of stuff because I do feel like it's a little unfair to the creators. But when I see it get leaked and that, I just knew it was yours. Same with Whitney. I'm like, okay, I know who these people are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to Snail's point too, I think almost like there's kind of, I don't know, speaking from my personal perspective, it's like a hope of like maybe a day or two before, because as a creator, you can leverage that hype to get people excited about it. So I think mine got leaked the day before it was supposed to be announced because the update or whatever was coming out. So I kind of knew like, okay, it's probably going to be announced today actually. And I was able to prep beforehand.
That's
and I
good.
had my cosplay of Kyra ready to go, filmed and everything.
That was so good
because of that. Thank
I love
you.
that.
But I think in terms of like when I see like icon skins get leaked, I'm like, why would you do that? That's
wrong.
It
like,
is
that's
very
horrible. Or like anything like past a couple of days beforehand is just not. I'm always like tweeting on Twitter about how I hate leaks, and I've had to throw a lot of people on mute because I'm like, this isn't cool. I personally don't like spoilies. I don't like leaks like that, like so far in advance. I don't know if it's the marketer girly in me, but just knowing how much prep goes into creating a marketing campaign and like the timing, and for somebody to disrupt that doesn't sit well with me. So I think I'm like a few days before, a week before is great for the creator, I think, because then they can leverage that hype and promote it a little bit more. But anything past that and like leaking like really, really important things, like I think icon skins and stuff like that is just not cool, and I don't like it personally. But that's my 2 cents.
And that's where I'm. Oh, you go, Snow.
I was just gonna say, like, it seems like you're trying to get, and I know a lot of leakers and really like some of them, but and they don't leak icon skins, the ones I know, but like, it seems like if you're leaking something like that, like an icon skin, you're trying to get the impressions, you're trying to take the clout from the creator who should be posting it themselves. And when mine was leaked, there was a small leaker who didn't even follow me, who didn't even know me at all. There was a small leaker who tried to make the announcement. Like everyone was like, "Oh, I think that's Snail. Let's go. Congratulations, Snail." But then one person was like, "I'm going to get the first announcement out before Snail can."
No, that's wrong.
And it really did start to pick up speed like from 4 a.m. till 7 a.m. But then I took over and was able to get it back. But if someone else had gotten like the viral tweet about my locker bundle, I would have been devastated. Because that's not fair. Some random kid who doesn't even follow me.
That's unfair.
Wanted to get the followers off of me? Like, no. And that's what the icon skins are kind of like.
Yeah.
When people
that's where I'm sitting at as well. Like, because I used to cover a lot of leaks and I do news at the moment, but like, I don't know. I'm in this weird space where I'm kind of not enjoying leaks and news as much as I used to. I want to try and be like more original to myself and like figure out something different. Because I remember there was one point where there was some leaks going around and it was with Chica's Icon series skin. and I
Yeah.
thought it was officially announced. So I was being stupid and I posted it thinking, oh yeah, it was public to everybody. And then I found out that it wasn't, and then Chica got mad and she blocked me and stuff, which
Oh
I didn't mean, because I thought it was originally public to the community, so I felt bad for doing that. So that kind of made me think like, I'm going to step away from leaks for a little bit and just try and focus more on the news side. So now I'm kind of in that in between now. Do I want to keep doing news, or do I want to try and find something different and unique to myself? So
Yeah.
That's a good call.
And that's where we
I was
started the
thinking-
podcast.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it. And you're doing great work.
I'm
I love
loving
it.
it.
Yeah.
'cause-
Yeah.
I've got a question for you too. Was it scary, like doing that final switch to full content creating, like switching from like your previous job straight to full-time kind of content?
Yeah, I would
Yes.
say for me, yes. In a word, yes. It's always scary. Like you're investing in yourself, you're becoming your own boss, like you're paying you, right? Like so it's like
Yeah.
but I know a lot of people ask me like how I came to the decision to do it, and for me I was fortunate. I got a job offer to stream for a specific platform a certain amount of time per month. And that was paying me more than my 9 to 5. So it was very easy for me to be like, oh, well, I'm going to make more and I
Yeah,
get to
yeah.
play Fortnite. Like that's, if it doesn't work out, I'll just go back to work. But luckily it's continued to work out since I don't work with them anymore. But with the amount of connections I've made and agencies I work with, I'm able to be self-sufficient and pay, make money and pay myself.
That's awesome though.
Yeah, but it was definitely scary. But I also was instantly like, okay, yes, I'm going to do this. Like, I'm so excited. I'm just nervous.
Yeah, it was scary. I think like one of the scariest things is like telling people in real life that I did this. And like the first thing that people want to ask, but you can see them holding it back, is like, do you make money from
Right.
Fortnite
Yes,
videos? Like yeah, I quit my job for it. So like I do. But you know, it's just an awkward conversation to have. And I actually had the week that I had quit, like it was a monumental event for me, because I feel like I could have quit my job earlier, but I put it off and put it off for so long because it just was so scary. And I liked my job. It was respected by society. Everyone was like, yeah, anyway, I don't say what my job was normally. I wish I could tell you guys right
That's
now.
all good. Yeah, that's fine.
It was just a job.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had a moment that like 2 days after I quit, I had an appointment and the lady asked me what my job was.
Oh.
And I paused and I was like, I don't think this lady will respect it if I say YouTuber. So I told her my old job. I
Oh my
lied. I was a fraud. But
Oh,
now I don't do
no.
that.
Oh,
Now
Snail.
I'm like,
You should be so
Now,
proud
I
of
know,
all the
I know.
accomplishments.
How
you've
dare you?
had.
You deserve the haters.
oh.
yes, I do. Bring the haters to
Oh
me.
my
No,
god.
I now do say YouTuber, but there's this awkward moment, and I don't know, Whitney, if you experience this too. Like, I say it in like a way where it's like, I know this is gonna be weird, but I'm a YouTuber, and then they're like, what?
Yeah.
Really? I've never met a YouTuber, and then they love talking about it normally.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
agree. There's definitely that moment where they're like, "What do you do?" And I'm like, I like laugh because I think it's funny. Because the second question usually is like, how many followers you have, and to like
Yes.
to seriously tell somebody I have 1.2 million followers, people have laughed at me and thought I was joking. And I'm like,
Yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm like, I'm a video game streamer, and they're like, oh, like where do, and I'm like TikTok, and they're like, how many followers do you have? I'm like 1.2 million, and like when you hear it, it does sound a little
Yes. Yeah.
outrageous, but it's like, oh no, that's the
yeah.
truth. The truth. It's
Yeah.
like an obnoxious number, but it
Yeah.
is the truth. But yeah, I have like I guess not like a love-hate relationship with telling people. I just am like, okay, I know this is about to open up a whole can of worms, and like, what are they gonna ask me? And sometimes too, it's like a safety concern for me too, like
Yeah.
because I live in Buffalo, New York, so it's like the second largest city in New York, Slay. But you know, it's a small city at the same time. So sometimes when I'm talking to people, I get a little concerned about that because it is like I think about these things. I'm just always paranoid at all. Snail knows. We've had conversation about this where we're
Oh,
always
yeah.
like, on the same level. So
Yeah.
that kind of comes into play too with it when I talk about what I do.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think embracing it's good as well, because like you guys have worked so hard to reach this point. We need to embrace it and be proud of it. I know it can be a bit daunting to certain people or certain aspects of it, but like embrace it and be happy with it, because you guys have worked so friggin' hard. I'm really happy for you all. So it's awesome.
Aw,
Thank you.
thank you. It is hard to feel like I don't want to feel too proud of myself because I'm such a normal person. Like I have not got the creator ego. Like I'm too grounded, I think.
And I love that. Yeah.
I literally forget that I'm a creator. The other day my husband was like, "You're a creator. Like you are a YouTuber, Snail." And I was like, "Oh my god,
You're like,
I
yeah.
am." I forgot.
Yep.
But I think that's
So
good.
much
I
power.
think I think sometimes I've seen like younger creators sometimes like get their first 50,000 followers and then they like think that they just want to quit everything
Yes. Yep.
and they are famous and that is a huge accomplishment. 50,000 followers is a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, like we are normal people who sit in our rooms at our computers for most of the day, and like
Yep.
we are talented and we have entertaining personalities, but we're normal people too. And I try to remind myself of that and remind other people of that, so that I don't know people. I don't know how to deal with it when people are like fangirling. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like yeah.
I feel the same too. Like I think sometimes I am like it's cool, and to the other people in the world it seems really really cool. But I think in society sometimes we do put too much emphasis on somebody having internet
Yeah.
clout. Like it's
Mhm.
not that
Yes.
big.
Yes.
Like it is cool,
Yeah.
but I
It
I
is.
find
Yeah.
myself being like it's not that big of a deal. Like I just
Yeah.
went viral on TikTok. You know, like
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
lucky too. Like sometimes I'll be like, why me? I don't know. Like there's a lot of people
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
sing and like do Fortnite, but I guess it is about the work ethic that comes
Yeah.
into play and the confidence and stuff like that that I think separates maybe people to, like they get that moment and they were prepared for it so they're able to take it to that next level. But similar to what Snail's saying, I agree. It's like it's cool, but it's also like you shouldn't be putting so much weight on it because it's just a number online. Like I'm still a human. I
Yeah.
still get up, eat
Yeah.
breakfast, go to the bathroom, all the normal things.
Yeah.
And there are some people that kind of let it get too far as well. They're like, oh, I've had a couple of viral moments, and they kind of let their clout go to their head. Where you guys have kept yourself so grounded, and I respect that and love that, because I feel like there is that portion of the community that just go out of control and they think they're like on top of the world because of how much success they've had. So I think it always is important to remind yourself that you're just an everyday person, and just to keep yourself grounded and respect the community. Like respect the people that were there with you when you were struggling and when you first started.
Yes, definitely respect the people who were there at the beginning. Oh my god, I treasure them
Yeah.
because you can't find that again. Like you can't find
Nope.
people who
Never the same.
like you don't know why
Their intentions and why
Yeah.
they're there.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
That being said, I have met a lot of people recently, like who have genuine intentions. I really have. But the people who were there before, that's special.
It
You
is,
gotta,
yeah.
yeah.
And I feel like there are people that I think you might have done I think you did a tweet about it, Snell, on that there are people along the way that sort of use you for things as well, which is one of the disadvantages sort
yeah.
of being a content creator. And it's so unfair. And that really enrages me, knowing that people sort of get to you just to use you for who you are and your content, just in order to gain advantages from it. It really annoys me.
Yeah. That is something that I've come to terms with. and I mean, me and Whitney have a lot of followers, but there's people who are way bigger than us who I'm sure feel it even more. Like probably
Right.
every day people
Yeah.
are trying to use them
for something.
Yeah. So I felt bad complaining about it because other people that have it worse, but I also think it's an important thing for the creator community to talk about. It is like, I don't know.
It's
I don't
think
mind
it
if
is.
someone comes to me and says, "Can you do me this favor? Like I would really love to do this.
yeah.
I'd really love if you could do this and here's why you should do it." But the deceitfulness gets to me a little bit sometimes.
The not knowing the intentions, I agree. And I'm the
Yeah.
same. Like if somebody has an idea for me, like I'm always willing to hear an idea. I love a good idea, but
Yeah,
it is
yeah,
like
yeah.
what's the intention and what do you want out of this? And you can kind of just feel the vibes and know. I
Exactly.
think
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
like
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
and anytime I feel that vibe, I'm like, I'm out because
See
Yeah.
ya.
just like I think I more so care about like honestly making friends because for my content I don't need anybody else. Like I kind of like told people, I don't think I've spoken about this publicly, but I am like I look at like Emma Chamberlain and people who just do it by themselves and they're so successful at it and they don't have to ask anybody like, how do you feel about this? And they don't have to like run it by people. And I think there's a beauty in working with groups as well. But I think for me, I'm one, super picky about how my content goes. And I think sometimes it can be a liability. And so I know for me, like most times I just want to like play games with people offline and get to know them more than
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Because from a content standpoint, like I like doing it by myself. Not to say that I don't want to collab. I love having people hop on a track. I'm still trying to get Snail to hop on a track with me.
Go Snail.
We can
Oh,
do
it will
a
happen.
song
It's gonna happen.
Come on, do it. You have to
It
do it.
will.
But I think it has to be, again, and this isn't the case all the time, but it is like a fear. And I'm like, sometimes when you come at it with somebody who is working as hard as you're working, it's like, okay, this makes sense, and it doesn't feel like schemy or slimy.
Yeah,
Or
Yeah.
even if somebody isn't as big as me and they're like working hard, and I can tell like, hey, like they're like really trying, because I've been in that spot too, I can recognize that and be like, okay, this makes sense. But then there's just some people where you get into a conversation with them and you're like, oh, they just want to like make a video to try and use the views and get
Exactly,
the
yeah.
clout. And that's not my vibe.
I love that. Every time you do it, I just love
Love
it. Nah, that's definitely a thing you got to watch out for on that. That's one thing I wanted to do about making this podcast, is just so people can be aware of things that are positive and negative in the community and that. And one thing I've found as well by making this is like, I enjoy talking to, it doesn't matter how big your following is, I enjoy talking to people and just getting to know who they are. So like from, like this is the 4th episode, and from like the last 3, like I've built a better relationship with the people off of the podcast as well, just from like talking to them and just having a bit of fun. So like, for example, now I'm playing with Clark, who was on the last podcast, and I'm doing some stuff for Friendly and that. So that was another thing I wanted to do about making this podcast, was just to try and just make friends, and then also just to show people like different sides of the community and what people can be like and that. So,
I love it.
So I know you guys are a little bit short on time and that, so I'm going to try and start wrapping some things up. But first, of the sort of the second last thing I wanted to do, we do have a cheeky little competition at the end that some people are a bit nervous about, but we'll get to it.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I am so excited.
Same. But Snail, I want to ask you about like your experience joining Good Gamers and that, and like how you're going with it.
Oh my god, I love it. So if anyone doesn't know, there's an org. It's pretty new. It's called Good Gamers, and I'm a creator in it. And the base of this org is creative maps. So, yeah, so we have a lot of maps, and you can play them. There's some of them are very popular already, and one of them's Warfare. I'm obsessed with Warfare. I literally play
That's
Warfare all
fun.
the time.
Yeah.
It's like the zero build. It's a zero build combat map, and it's based off of Call of Duty maps. It's just so addicting. Like I just can't stop playing it. Yeah, it's great. It's really nice to be in an org. I got the check mark on Twitter. It looks amazing.
It's
with
nice,
the little
yeah.
good game.
Yep.
Very clean.
And it's just nice to have like the support of an org and everything like that. And a lot of the creators in it are people who I was friends with before. So it's nice. It makes me happy. I'm doing events like today. I'm doing live customs with Good Gamers, and they supplied me with V-Bucks to give away to the
That's awesome.
community.
Oh,
And
really?
it's just
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, they do a lot of contests and tournaments and events and stuff in Good Gamers with the V-Bucks as a good draw.
That incentive.
We love it. Yeah.
No, because
There's a lot of
I saw the
V-Bucks.
tweet about it
Yeah.
today, and I was because is this the first time you've done one of these for Good Gamers?
Yes,
Yep.
it's the first one Good Gamers has done. I'm going to be doing them twice a month
That's
now.
awesome.
I'm so excited. Customs are my favorite thing. Like that's what I stream
Yeah.
most of the time is customs, because I like connecting with the community and everything. So I'm excited to do it with Good Gamers now. It's going to be cute.
That's awesome. That is really cool.
Fun.
So
Yeah.
we'll get to the little comp soon, but Whitney, do you have any upcoming projects or anything you want to sort of share, or you're just sort of keeping them a secret for
Ooh,
now?
Let me think. Okay, I'm gonna like run through my brain really
Yeah.
fast. Projects that I'm working on. This is something I've kind of announced a little bit and I'm literally going, the next thing I have is a talk about this project that I hope gets to come to the light of day, but I'm very passionate about like creators and arming them with the tools that they need to like be successful. Like I love sharing my story. I love sharing what's worked for me. And I feel like we're in like a need right now for some kind of like opportunity for creators to connect with their audiences in a way where they have that information, like ownership of it. And what I mean by that is like you can have a Discord server, but like Discord owns that information, right? And you're stuck within the limits of what Discord and the scope of the bots that they have, that what you can do in there. Same thing with TikTok. You get 1.2 million followers on TikTok, but if TikTok goes away, like how many of those people did you move to other places? And so I've been working on my own app, the Keep Up Radio app, where
Ooh.
basically instead of having like a Discord server or a place like that to send people to connect with me more, I would send them to my app. And I have a lot of ideas regarding like being able to earn coins and gamification to make it a fun space for my viewers to be in and hang out in, and be able to eventually streamline different rewards that they could get, like maybe like a Zoom call or like games with me and stuff like that through my app. But then it's like, okay, if I had started TikTok and I grew to 1 million and the whole time I had my app that I was letting people know about versus like a Discord server or like whatever, I would have that whole following in my ownership versus like if TikTok gets banned or whatever, Twitter goes away, like
Yeah.
and so I'm making that app for myself, but I'm designing it in a way where other creators could use it too. And I'm hoping it will be something where it can just be customized to the creator and the needs of their community to make it a fun community and place to be.
That's
So
awesome.
I believe in like speaking things into existence, positivity, yes. So let's
Yes.
manifest that this comes to see the light of day, and that, because I just think like, yeah, I want to make something that is good for me and my audience where we can hang out, because Discord, it gets crazy. Like sometimes it
It
gets
does.
raided,
Yep.
people share these crazy
Mhm.
photos, and it's hard to control. And like I'm only one person, and even though I have mods and I know they try their best, it's like I'm one person. I don't have an assistant or anything. But if I had my own app where I have like control over what kind of content can be shared and who can share what and all these things, it's like a safety thing too that I think about as well. So I'm working on the app, and I want other creators to be able to have it too. And I eventually just want to make it a fun thing that they can add to their process as a creator to like connect with their audience closer.
That's awesome.
And also have ownership of that audience. So it's like if you drop merch, you have all the emails to tell them about the merch. Or if you want to promote this new social media platform, you could drop a notification saying, "Hey, I'm now live." And I do have a link in my bio to like sign up to like be the first to know about it when it does go live. So if somebody is interested, you can like DM me, ask me, and I'll send you the form for that. But that's it.
Awesome. And we'll leave everyone's links in the description as well for the who people are watching or / listening on YouTube. So you guys can go to Keep Up's Whitney's page and all that, and you can see all the links and all that there as well. So that would be awesome. Snail, do you have any upcoming projects?
Yes. I mean, anytime someone asks me that, I'm like, I post one short every day. There's it's an ongoing project every single day. But and I like to think of my shorts as like mini YouTube videos. Like some
Yeah.
of them really are, like especially the ones where it's random squads. Like if they're an experience. You come along with me on a journey with my random teammates there. Um, but I also do long form YouTube videos. So my most recent one, I had a face cam and I wore a heart monitor and played a horror map and reacted to
Oh
it.
no!
Sounds
Oh
good.
no!
Yeah, and it
That's
was actually
cool.
my first time, and it was an unreleased Fortnite horror map. It's released now, so everyone can check it out and play it if they want.
Ooh,
But
that's
it
fun.
Awesome.
truly shook me. Like I was screaming, and you can just there's one point where I got really, really, really jump scared, and you just see me like sitting back in my chair, but the heart monitor is going up and up and up and up and up, like as the jump scare is settling into my heart.
I
It's oh
love
my god.
that.
So I actually have another one of those coming out soon with
Ooh.
and I'm gonna have a big YouTuber friend collab with me on it, and I can't say
Ooh.
who it is, but I'm very excited.
Ooh.
And my community will be excited too. And what else? Oh, I'm also working on a YouTube video where I play with my husband.
Oh, that's gonna be
Like the
awesome.
Oh,
long
fun.
form.
Love that.
Yeah, I started putting him in some of my shorts, and the people have demanded more Snail Boys, so they're gonna get it. And in July, I am going to try streaming customs every weekday. So
Ooh.
I'm not really I always say I'm a content creator first, streamer as a side project. I stream every Monday. I stream like once or twice a week. So it's just really to connect with the community is why I do it. Just a little bonus activity. But yeah, so I know a lot of people in my community are like off from school in July, and I'm gonna try some customs. The one I did most recently went like crazy. Like at one point I had between TikTok and YouTube over 1,000 people.
Wow.
Oh
And
wow.
I know, for Fortnite customs. It was crazy.
That's
So
really good.
So we're just gonna do it for fun. That was just a sign to me that like there's people who want to play customs right now. So we're gonna try it every day and I'll be doing that on YouTube, which is my main streaming platform.
Awesome. That's cool. I love how you guys have all your little projects you're working on and stuff. It keeps you busy as well. All right, so we're going to start wrapping things up, but we're going to be doing a Clout competition. So essentially what it is going to be, so Whitney's the judge. Whitney's going to give us an example of how it goes because she's obviously the pro at it. But we're going to try and replicate and see who can do the best Clout sound. So
I'm ready.
Whitney, you show us your best Clout and then we're going to have to try and mimic it.
Okay, here's my best Clout. Clout!
All right. Oh, that's
that
gonna be
was
hard to beat.
amazing.
I got
Oh,
shivers.
that was so good.
That was good.
who's
We ain't
going
gonna beat
first?
that.
All right, Ben, you're up, mate. You're going to go first.
Oh, I can't do it too loud. It's 12 a.m.
That's all good. That's all good.
Hello.
Okay.
Oh god.
All right, who's next?
Purex?
Jake,
Okay, I'll go.
No.
I'm going to be quiet too because it's 2 a.m. No, it's actually not. All right. Clout.
Yes.
And now Purex.
Clout.
Oh, that was
Okay.
good. Okay.
Oh, and now is Snail gonna do it too?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Clout.
Oh.
Okay.
That was
Oh
the
my
best
gosh.
one.
That was good.
She got closer
I-
to Whitney. That was...
I probably have the most practice.
Fabulous. Honestly, I feel like everybody did a great job, but I do think Snail might take the crown.
I
now.
agree.
Oh
I agree.
my god, thank you so
yeah.
much.
Let's go. Woo.
But if I had
Such
to
an
pick
honor.
an honorary judge or honorary podcast host, I would say Purex had a
Oh,
solid.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's
Claps
awesome.
for everybody who participated. Claps
Yeah,
for everyone who participated.
Oh, thanks.
Like we actually have a thing in our in the server. We have a sound. And it's like the play Fortnite with me and then Cloud at the end. And the amount of times I spam it in VC because I just love it so much.
Oh my god, I love that.
It's so good. Oh, I love it.
Oh my god,
my
that's the
gosh.
best. That's
So
all the
good.
songs. Let's go.
And then we have Snail. We
Honored.
have your one as well about the pasty chicken bone and that. So.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
An honor.
we love you guys in here, so it's awesome.
Aw.
But
We love
before-
you.
But before we wrap it up, do you guys have any shout outs? Like anyone in the community, pages, anything like that that you guys want to shout out?
Oh.
Oh.
I
me
would
think.
shout out Good Gamers. I
Yeah.
already did earlier. But like that's my org, Good Gamers. They have a Discord, they have a Twitter, and you can join. There, like I said, there's like contests and V-Bucks up for grabs all the time, and it's just a cute little group. I like it. I love it.
It's very wholesome group. Like I always see it from being on Twitter and stuff. And you guys look like you're always having like these
Yeah.
little projects and all coming together,
Yeah.
and everybody has like an equal like thing that they do in it, and I love that.
When does this podcast come out?
Probably around this time tomorrow.
Okay, so on tomorrow, so like the day that this podcast comes out, there is going to be a big announcement for Good Gamers.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's all. I can't say anything else. I have already said way too much, but it is a big announcement. Like it is
Oh,
big.
how
It's
exciting.
yeah. So go look at Twitter quickly, run.
Go,
This
quick.
is time sensitive.
I love that.
Awesome. And for me, I guess I'll just say shout out to my keepers, my supporters. I love them
Aw,
so much.
lovely.
My
That's
people. So love them.
That's awesome. And thank you, Whitney and Snail, for being on the podcast. Like, honestly, I was really nervous at the start because, like, I'm a big fan of both of you guys. So, being able to have you on here is honestly like a dream come true. So, I'm really
are.
thankful. Yeah. We
are all
Thank
big
you for
fans.
asking.
As you
Y'all
can tell
are
by the
so
so
soundboards.
excited.
I know. I was literally so honored when you asked. I was like, let's go. So
Yeah.
thank you for having us and thank you for asking.
No problem.
Honestly, I've had a goal to be on more podcasts. So when you asked me, and me and you have been connected for a long time.
Yeah, yep.
I was so excited. And I'm gonna be on another podcast tomorrow. It's just
Ooh.
podcast season over here.
It
I-
is. It's a
Hell
seasonal
yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, this was fun. You are a great host.
Thanks.
All of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, but it's
I'm
definitely
just throwing it out there. Maybe sometime in the future, you guys could come on again if you want.
Definitely.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
we'd
sign
be
me
honored.
up.
we would
That's
love
good.
to have you guys on. Maybe even the
Pleasure
whole
would
Good
be
Gamer
mine.
crew as
Tomorrow?
well.
Yes. Oh my god, they'd probably love that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But no, this is like a project that I want to definitely work on and just continue to evolve and stuff. And it's just a fun way just to hear about inside things from people and just have honestly just a genuine, just good conversation and chat without it being like very like interview feeling. So yeah, it's just a nice, just friendly space, I guess. So yeah, it's been awesome though. Like the last 3 episodes that I've done, I've met so many new people and just being able to like have real conversations and that, which is nice. So yeah.
I love that.
Yes.
But that's pretty much it. We're gonna wrap it up because I know Whitney and Snail have got things that they got to do. So big thank you got to again for everybody being here, Purex, Ben for being the co-host, and Snail and Whitney for obviously coming on. Appreciate you guys so much. And if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe as well. And without further ado, we will see you next week. Thank you guys.